How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're continuing, well, this Aeons in Legacy, the train wreck that is my campaign. I looked through, so I was trying to remember if I did wins and losses, and on BGG, when I'm recording the plays, I'm putting wins and losses. Yeah, I've lost more than I've won. I think I've won one of the first 4 campaigns. What are we on? We're on the 6th. We're on the 6th part. So I won one of the first 5 campaigns. And then one of the fail forwards, I rolled a dice and it said I won, but I probably would have lost that one too. This one, I did watch Rob's gaming table, and it seems difficult because they lost the first time, and I didn't get to finish whether they lost the second time. But it looked like maybe because Mel got knocked out. So I'm not holding high hopes for this. So let's go ahead and get ourselves over because this is the lunchtime stream. We want to get this done in a timely manner. So we are set up. I've got everything set up here. One of the main mechanics with the 6th chapter are these bridge tokens. Hey, Greg, how you doing? These bridge tokens are going to restrict what we can buy, and bad things are going to happen as we are going to read about all those cards. So, Chapter 6, Introduction. The rumors are true. Maelstrom has awakened. Our scouts remain vigilant, watching over the sinkhole that appeared when Gravehold was destroyed. But it is only a matter of time before Maelstrom rises again. Malastar has returned from the Forge, working on new equipment for you, tools to be used in the fight against Maelstrom. He has located a strange, powerful ore on the surface that can be used to further augment his craft. This ore is guarded by a terrible Nameless called Deathmind. After the initial squad returned with most of their memories wiped, our scouts kept their distance. Using the information gained from the scouts, Brama has made a plan. Her time under the control of Fungal Mesh has given her a unique insight into the mental powers of the Nameless. Brama will travel with you to fortify your mental pathways, acting as an anchor for your memories to keep Deathmind at bay. As it eats memories and destroys neural pathways, Brama will restore them. She will help you channel your powers and maintain your thoughts as you battle the Nameless. With her help, you hope to come out the other side with your thoughts intact. Open envelope 6. Boop. Open stop into deck. Combine all the stuff. Do all that stuff. Don't read any further. Yeah. Fight Deathmind. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fight Deathmind. That's normal. It's okay. I love this game, but I lose a lot. I made this comment in my Instagram post, and I've made this statement in many other games. And video games really is what I call artificial replay value. It is tuning a difficulty in such a manner and forcing you to replay it in a campaign game just so that way you get more plays out of a game, right? Because you think of this, if this campaign game, you won all 8, you'd play 8 games and people wouldn't think that's worth the money. By forcing you to replay and by forcing it to be so difficult that you have to replay, I don't know. For some people, yes, other people, no. All right, so we did all this stuff. We set this up. You have to place 6 of these however you want. So this is how I placed them. This is, of course, the example showing how you can place them. We did the Sever Link is into play with 3 power. Every scout and mage who attempted to confront Deathmind will return with their minds mostly wiped, their memories, reflexes, and natural abilities taken from them. Some were able to recover after weeks spent away from Deathmind's influence, while others will never be the same. Confronting Deathmind is a desperate measure, but these are desperate times. If Brama's plan works, perhaps we will have a chance to defeat it after all. So, Unleash. Remove 1 power token. So, when it unleashes, we're going to be losing a power token from here. Players cannot gain the last card in the supply pile. During any player's main phase, that player may spend 5 Aether to lose 4 pulse tokens to establish a neural bridge with Brama and place a bridge token in between 2 spaces. Bridge tokens cannot be placed between 2 supply piles which already have a bridge token. Well, that makes sense. Supply piles with bridge tokens between them are connected. 2 supply piles are connected if a path between can be traced from one to the other. When a player gains a card from a supply pile not connected to the first supply pile in the top row, they take 2 damage. So what that means is basically these are connected, these are connected, these are connected. So if I were to take this card or this card, we'd have to suffer 2 damage. That's how that's going to be. The 5 or more. 80 hit points is a lot. And the increased difficulty, it ups it to 6 or 5 instead of a 5 or 4. So again, just brutal. Normal expedition fans end are lose once, play it again, lose twice, fail forward. Yeah, and this is doing the same thing. It's failing forward. But again, I will never be able to play it again on the channel because unless I do these as late night streams, and that's just probably not going to happen. So there we go. That is what we were at. I had to move Gravehold down here. This had to be in a particular pattern unlike my previous games. Although, I mean, I guess this setup isn't bad either versus just having them all down here like I had them. All right, so we have a die for our new power that we can gain. Die for power 2. We are where we are. Deck and turn order. Let's go. All right, so we got Metal Add first. So we're going to do the same thing we always do. We're going to put that there. We'll do those 3 to turn this one. Put that there. And discard. That's like my staple first turn for him. It seems because he starts with both those cards. Hey, Polly, you caught the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't know if 12 or 12:30 works better for people. So I do 12 most of the week. I do 12:30 on Fridays because I have to get Lucita from ballet. He's at ballet. All right, so yesterday I was told I need to focus on getting her a couple cheapy spells, and that's why I put this here so she can get some of those cheapy spells. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She cannot use it to gain a spell. So what can we do with 5? So can't do spells. 6. So she can gain 2, silence. I think we need to start silencing right from the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and get her gain 2 in silence for 3. And then for the other 2, we will just go ahead and bump her up to 3 because a lot of her stuff requires her to have 3. All right. Nemesis. All right. What is going to happen? Oh, that big shark thing or whale thing that we got last time accidentally. I say accidentally, but Ravenous Leviathan. Persistent. Gravehold suffers 2 damage, and then it evolves. Can give you cracked crystals in your starting hand. Yeah, because I put the cracked crystals in the starting hand because I know I always prep this spell, right? So I always prep this spell. So I figured it's better to put those there for him, right? Because then he has a clean hand for his second hand. Because that's always what I do as my first turn with him. Whether that's good or not, I don't know. For her, same thing. I know that I was going to use these 2 to prep that. So I kind of know that was what I was going to do anyways, and that's what I did, right? I mean, I guess technically I could have bought a spell, right? Because I had 3. I could have bought a 3 spell. But I want to get that first. I need to get some silence anyways. All right, so that comes out 7 hit points. We need dice. David won't want to play this whole thing over. Chapter 1 seemed guaranteed to lose. Maybe in Chapter 2 you played it enough, you might eventually win. But so far, tricks and insights haven't been enough. Yeah, I don't like you're not powering up enough to do it. Chapter 1, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a guaranteed loss. Because remember, it did the damage. I was just like, what was it, 1 or 2 damage away. I just didn't put enough into the boss, which is what hurt me there. All right. So, does this degrade? Or does it only degrade when Unleash happens? Do you still degrade this, is the question. I wonder if that's what makes it so hard, is because everybody treats this like as a regular power instead of here. Huh, do I have to get rid of that every turn? I feel like that'd make it way too hard. I feel like that's miswritten there. What's the power called again? Sever Link. Sever Link. Let's see here. Power cards. 4 power effect. The effect that is resolved for this Nemesis card. Nemesis mat. No. Where's Nemesis? I want Nemesis turn. Player. Setup. Nemesis setup. Supply setup. Player turn. Nemesis turn. All right. From oldest to newest, resolve the effects of each minion and power card in play. All right. So, each power card in play will lose 1 power token. After resolving a token, if a power card has no tokens, then resolve the effect. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's how well this one isn't balanced right. Hey, Dark, how you doing? Dark's been correcting me on the lose. Yeah, that sucks. I feel like this is why this one's tuned incorrectly. Because everybody, from what I've heard, everybody loses this one, right? I feel like that's why, is because this is tuned incorrectly to where you're taking it out each turn and you're taking it out when it's when the unleash happens. So when do I add 3 more? When do I add 3 back to it? Discard a bridge token. If you can't, suffers 20 damage. Woo! Gravehold suffers 20 damage. Do not discard this from play. Instead, add... Okay, there it is. Instead, do not discard this from play. Instead, add 3 more power tokens to it. Okay. So basically, every 3 turns, I'm going to lose 1 unless an unleash comes out. Okay. Wish there was a way that I could add more to that. Alright, so, well, this is attacking minions. So, we're going to deal 1 damage. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that takes it down to 3. And then we're going to... we're going to... We need to get some spells before he starts destroying these things. So, should I discard the spark now or just prep the spark? I think in the end, the net result's going to be the same because she can't fire anything off. And if I only have 1, I'm only doing 1 more damage. But I'm not going to be able to prep both these. So yeah, we'll discard this. Take it to 2. Prep that. Then we have 3. We will go ahead and get that one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both will be primarily your bridge maker, probably since she'll have all the gems. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She's going to have to be my bridge builder. She's going to be the bridge builder. She went to school, got an architecture degree in bridge building. Of course. Of course. Ravenous. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. 1, 2. And evolve. Where did I put my stickers last night? Where did I put my evolve stickers last night? Evolve? Oh, there they go. So where'd they go? Where'd they go? All right. Well, he's not completely evolved yet. I'm afraid of him evolving. My advice, don't ignore pulse tokens. That way a lot of people lose this chapter. Okay, so get our pulse token cards. You can't discard spells, by the way. If you can't prep it, then you're unfortunately stuck with them. No, it's my ability. I can discard a card in hand if I do deal 1 damage. That's what I did, Polly. It's my fire slammer. So I just discarded the card so that way I could do 1 more damage. Because I wouldn't be able to prep it because I wouldn't be able to focus. Yeah. All right. No, that's good. I want to make sure I'm not making a mistake, but yeah, that's what I did there. All right. Attack. Gravehold suffers 4 damage. You punks. This is how I lost last game. Unleash until Severed Link has 1 power token. It's already at 1 power token. So, okay. Didn't have to do that part. All right. So Bow Elf needs to get some of those pulse tokens. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will go ahead and get our pulse token. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it should be basically the same as my first hand, plus the silence. Oh, Beezy's coughing again. It's just I don't know. Like I've talked about in stream before. Damage 4 to Gravehold routinely when the most you can heal is 1 hurts. Yeah, like I don't know if I missed something else. Or I mean I do have 1 more upgrade at the end of this chapter. So we'll have to see. It goes with my healing charge, which gives me 2. So hopefully it's a start with more hit points. Let Gravehold start with more hit points. Something. Of course I would do that. Severs a bridge. Boop. 2 damage. Evolve. So I didn't even get a chance to hit him. That sucked. I got him down to 2 hit points. Draw a card. Minion. Kinetic Construct. Immediately read Evolve Deck 60. This ain't... Well, that means I'm going to put the card underneath of it. That's what this has been doing every single time, so let's see what happens. 52, 56, 58, 59, oh, 60. 60. Kinetic Construct attacks Brama. Oh, you punk. Stop attacking Brama. The Kinetic Construct appears, a glowing configuration of prisms and shapes crackling with a cascade of energy. Arcs of electricity spout from behind the beast, shocking Brama and pinning her to the ground. Defeat Construct to rescue Brama. Place this card next to Kinetic Construct. When it is defeated, then we get to read the back of said card. I gotta figure out how to put you back where we were. Even at 60. Alright. So, and that comes in with 7. Alright. 7. Precision. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Place a bridge token into play, then discard a different bridge. Okay, so he's gonna move my bridge tokens around. That's not the end of the world. It's the 2 damage to Gravehold. Well, and the other thing, David, right, is I don't start to heal Gravehold until it's down to 20. So I have to lose 10 hit points before I'm able to even do that +1/+1. All right, so we're gonna do the 1. Take this down to 1. We're gonna discard. Oh, that sucks. Guess we will discard this 1. Get rid of him. Go away. He's going to evolve next game. Then we will hold on to this spell. We will prep. Yeah. Prep that. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have enough. Prep that. And then we'll use the 2 to gain a crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Who's up? Brama again. All right. So deal 2 damage. I have 4 cards in my discard. I do. So that'd be 3 damage. And then if she discards a card, a spell card, she doesn't have a spell card, so we don't get to do the bonus. So that's 3. To this. There we go. All right, spark. Oh, hang on. So this one I need to load everything up. So this one I can't really do until I load everything up. Having 2 crystals hurts though, because I can't. Well, I can focus this one. All right, so I need to get this one as well, and then we fire that one off. All right. Yeah, so those are my 2. Hold on to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Here we go. Bow Elf. Beowulf, as they call her. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or silence. So, do I need the 6? 4. Can't buy a spell. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't really have many 4s. I mean, that's the only one. And if I got rid of that, then I only have 3. Means I could buy this. She's seldomly going to have that many spells prepped. I could do 2 fire chakrams, just as she has some more spells. Or we were talking about getting the pulse. Let's get the pulse. Let's get us a pulse. Let's get us a pulse card for the 3. And then we're going to use the silence to silence this guy. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish one would do something, but 1 does nothing. 1 does absolutely nothing. And she goes again. So 1, 2. Oh, I forgot I already had a gain 2 or gain 2, gain 1 pulse, or lose 1 pulse, gain 3. We'll gain 1 pulse. Put that right there, I guess. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need to get more spells in her hand so that I can discard them for his ability on that 1 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. I can't use 1 for a spell. So. Oh, we lost this one. I forgot we lost that one. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. While prep, once per turn during your main phase, you may gain 1 pulse token. Cast, deal 2 damage, and then you can do that. So I could really use this to just let her keep building up pulse tokens and leave that in her prep. Although we would have to fire them off if those are there. Although I need to get these open too, and I haven't had him get that card. I need him to get that card. 4 or 5. Let's go ahead and do the 4. We'll get this one. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. This is either Nemesis or Metalad. It's the Nemesis. It was the last card. Of course it was the Nemesis. All right. So this goes to 2. This was silenced. Oh, our Spine Thrasher finally shows up. Persistent. Unleash. Any player suffers 1 damage. Evolve. You do way too much, buddy. So. 4 shields and 1 little low hit point. Alright. See how badly I shuffle this. This usually, he's flatlining. Clear. Zap. We have a pulse. Beep, 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 beep. So I watched Derek over at Kanjay Studios. He's playing the Descent. I guess it's a standalone expansion. And he was just adding so many things. He was adding friends and foes and other abilities and treasures, and I'm like, holy cow, that's a lot. That's a lot for my little brain right now. So she's gonna do her. I was gonna say these, but we gotta get rid of all these stupid shields. So we'll use the spark to get rid of that shield. I need more silence cards too. What's my other silence card? This one here, the stabilizer. Gain 2 charges and silence. So, 1. We're going to silence again. I don't want you to keep... I don't want you to talk. Actually, I don't want you to evolve. Oh, but I want to silence him. This, I mean... He's going to unleash, which will reduce that, which is going to reduce that already on the turn. So that'll take it to 0, which loses a bridge. Suffer 1 damage. I think this one's going to be hard to take care of because of all these. Because I'd be able to do 1, 2 damage. Which would only get rid of 2 of those. Or 2 damage here. Well, I don't know who to silence. Never measure yourself by the net, where someone can focus on one thing for excellence while you have in other areas of your life to live. Yeah. I feel like since these are small spells, I would use that for here instead of there. And right now, that's not the end of the world. So let's silence that one. So we will gain 2 and another pulse token. So we're at 2, 3 that I can use for even a spell, 4, 5. So 3. Guess let's go ahead and help. But I get another silence. Let's get another silence. That's 3, and we'll use the 4, 5 to get a charge. What order do I want these in? Let's separate that out so I don't have... I mean, I could get them both the same turn if there's 2 out there, but if there's not 2 out there, it doesn't help me much. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. No Nemesis. Dang it! Exactly what I didn't want to happen. All right, unleash. Why did I take that away? Go back there. Unleash, which means we lose 1. We can't lose... I don't want to lose the 4 spell. I want to get that support 1. Yeah, she's going to have to start putting the bridges back out now. So it's either here, here, or here. I need this to help her, so I got to keep that one. The question is, do I care for the 2 or the 4? Both of them are doing 2 damage. This just get me pulses as well. Whereas this would give me 2 actual 2 damage cards I could fill up. Let's do this one for now. And evolve. Yeah, either way, the only difference if this one would have gone off is Gravehold would have suffered 2 and I would have just moved it. So maybe that would have been better. I don't know. I don't know. Attack. Unleash twice. You gotta be kidding me. I just did this. Gravehold suffers 1 damage for each player turn card in the discard pile. Yay, there's only 1. All right. All right, so here we go. So, I was saying I was going to build this up and fire it off all at once. Or just so I could get the +1 damage. Question is, can I survive another turn if I do that? So, first thing we're going to do is discard that to get rid of that. Then I could prep the third spell. Oh, hang on. I was supposed to fire off first. I was still debating if I wanted to fire off. Still debating if I wanted to fire off. Let's say... Let's say, yeah, I should have fired those off, so, or I discard that. Fire this off, would have gotten rid of 1. Fire this off, would have gotten rid of 1. Right? And then discard that, got rid of the third one that was out there. All right, so prep this. And then we need, I got 3, so we'll go ahead and get the 1 to help her out. That was the plan anyways, to help her out. My name is Vlad. Has anyone ever told you you have a lovely pulse? 1, 2, 3. I want to suck your blood. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right. So we need her to start building some bridges so we can get these spells again. All right. So we'll go ahead and do the breach commune. While prep, once during your main phase, you may gain a pulse token. So our max is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can gain a pulse token to make it... So we can either spend a pulse token to give us 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, which would get us that. Yeah, so I think we're going to do that. Let's spend a pulse token. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to build bridges, but she has 6. Or no, we only need 5 to build a bridge. But I want that silence. And I want her charge to continually go up so we can heal. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's get this. All right, and let's do that. And then those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right, that was probably not a good idea. We'll find out. We'll find out. All right, deal 1 damage. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. And so to be able to do both of these, I need to focus. I need to open my thing. So that's, I guess, what we'll do. Put this here. You will open you. Put you. Discard you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although, actually, hang on. Let's switch that. Put you back. Let's open you for 2. And then do the 1 damage here by discarding that card. So I'm down to 3. I need to put a silence in Metal Lad's deck too, just so they both have silence to give me more options there. And this should be the Nemesis. Yep. All right, we are losing a path. I bought this card that I wanted to buy, so I don't mind losing that one. All right, you, Gravehold suffers 2 damage. 1, 2. Place a bridge token into play. Then discard another bridge token. So let's get back down to... I just got rid of this one too. Let's do that. Now I forgot, I can still buy these other cards. I just take 2 damage. Power to discard. Discard a prep spell that costs 5 or more. Holy cow. Nobody's got that yet. Ugh. Power 3. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of bridge tokens in play, then unleash twice. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We don't even have a 5 spell yet. We don't even have a 5 spell yet to discard. Crazy. Nemesis. Of course. Of course. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Place a bridge token into play and remove another one. Guess we're going back there. This goes down to 2. And we're drawing a card. Trimmer, power, discard, spin 7. Power 2, unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 4 damage. If Gravehold has 13 or more life, evolve. I'm afraid of what this is when it evolves, because I don't like this now. I've not liked that any time when that has come out. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Move the bridge. Go down to 1. Go down to 1. Like, we haven't even had a chance to work on any of these. At least now we know all 4 turns are ours. Alright. So. I could prep a second spell, or I could hang on to this spell. I'm hanging on to this spell for his ability. So, we're going to hang on to the spell. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crystals, or silence and minion. We know we're going to go, so I don't need to silence and minion. So, 2, 4, 5, 6. Do I get the other stabilized? I got to get her some spells, right? So we'll do the 4. Or do I have her just take 2 damage and get the 5? I won't be drawing it in time to do that. Now let's do the 4 and give her 5 here. This is prepped and I'm not firing it off. So I get to 3. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that's what we wanted. Although I don't have my extra prep spell. It doesn't matter. Deal 1 damage if you discard a card, or if you discard has 4 or more, which it does. Deal 2 more, and then. Actually, I don't need to use her spell. So I don't need 2. I only need 3. This is gonna do 3. So yeah, I don't need her card. All right, we're gonna fire that one off. Do the 3 damage. And read the back of the card. As the lifeless construct crumbles, Brama is free to redirect the stores of energy she was using to defend herself. The player who discarded kinetic construct gains a card that gains pulse tokens from the supply pile. That player does not suffer damage from Deathmind for gaining this card. Return this to the evolve deck. Do that later. Alright, so this one gains pulse tokens. That one gains pulse tokens. I need to be able to get him some better cards. So I'm thinking this would be the better option. Yeah. And the question is, do I fire this off? I think I'm going to keep this here. I don't think I'm going to fire that one off. All right. I need 7 to get rid of that. He's not going to have 7. He doesn't have a 5. So both of those are going to fire off. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I have 3 spells. 2. Gain a charge. She gets to focus that. We will use, put that there. We will use the 2. Discard a spell. Why not? Why? At least this way I can say I did damage to him. That's why I can say I at least did 1 point of damage to him. Why not? Use these 2. I'm going to go ahead and take this. which means I take 2 damage. And we discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish I had 3. If I had 3, I would have been able to open that one up. I would have been able to put that there, and then I could have fired all this off at... what's her name again? Something about a brainstorm? Deathmind. Brainstorm. Alright. Need that. I want that 3rd spell. So we don't need to fire off. There's nothing for us to take out here, so I'm gonna keep those. Yeah, there we go. And then we will do... I will do focus 4 for that one. Right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, make sure I did that right. All right. And so now it should be Bow Elf's turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a spark. So let's focus. Let's focus and make this 4. Yeah, use this to focus. And then we can do this. That has to fire off. We will spin the 4 pulse to get us a bridge back. Let's get her Arcane Salvo. I didn't fire that off, so I actually get 1 back for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I get? Breach Communion again. So again, I just leave it on her and she just keeps getting pulse tokens so we can make more bridges. Yeah. Or do we get another cheap spell? Get the 2 cheap spell. And then I can make this 6 so I'm ready to heal. Oh no, but I got that other card that's going to give me charges. Yeah, no, let's do that. Alright, and then we do get to heal Gravehold 1. Yay! 1 whole damage is healed off of Gravehold. He bleeds, which means we can win. Yeah. We have seen that he is weak to slamming. Alright. Oops. Actually, I have a bunch of those now. Whoops. Probably bought too many of those. The fire chakra would have been better. But again, I mean, I guess if it's only a 2 damage, unless I spend a pulse token. And then it does an additional, or I have to spend 2 pulse tokens, and then it does an additional 3. So if I had to discard it to do the 2 damage on his turn, because it's more optimal to get rid of something, then I guess that's what I'll do. Alright. Nemesis on top? No, it was not. That's a first. Yay! We have all of our things to do the things of the things. Alright, so this is going to do 3 damage. And another one. And another one. Alright, so do this. Gain 1 charge. So we're up to 3 now. And then we are going to focus that one. And then... and that's the problem. It's any ally. So now I have 3 and I can't do them all. That's not going to work. Let's hang on to that one because it's not going to, I'm going to have to draw these cards. So let's do this one, this one. Gain 2 and a pulse token. Oops. So for 2, I can do another fire chakram or get another crystal. Get another crystal. We'll hang on to that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I do need to get him some more. I need to get him another one of these or these. One of the 2 crystal ones. The turn when I have the 2 crystals, I need to buy a 2 crystal one. But I needed 3 and I didn't have 3. All right. There we go. I guess we have to lose this one. It's the furthest one down. This fires off. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of bridge tokens in play, which is 3. That's fine. She can heal herself in a minute. So it's 7. Then unleash twice. Good thing that just fired off. All right. Unleash twice. So we unleash once. So did it? Here's the question: is this going to overspend? So dark or poly or one of you guys know, would that overspend, or because it can't unleash twice, it unleashes once and then I don't have to do the second one? So it unleashed and made that happen. So that's a thing. Question is, does it need to go one more time? Gravehold suffers 4 damage. Oh, Gravehold. That's one of the first times that's happened, where it didn't end on 13. So it didn't evolve again. I don't know if that's good news or bad news. So now the question is whether or not I need to unleash one more time, or because there wasn't enough to unleash, I don't do it a second time. All right. If I need to, I'll just reduce that by 1. Oh, hang on. I'll draw a card first. Power to discard. Discard 2 bridge tokens. That's all I've got in playing. That ain't happening. You ease Brama's burden. Read evolve deck E61. Or power 2. Any player suffers 5 damage. The players collectively discard cards in hand equal to the number of bridge tokens in play. I think I want to read that evolve. So we have to discard 2 tokens, which means I need to get some tokens out there to have that happen. There you go. Okay. So, deal 1, 2, 3 damage. All right. What is it for a bridge? 5. 1, 2. I only have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have no bridges coming down here now. Get another pulse one so I can build this up. Yeah, do that for 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Yay. Bump. So she has to build a bridge. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She has to build the bridge. If she had cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so gain 2 charges. So that puts her at 6. Then we're going to use it to heal for 3. And Gravehold gains 2 life. So I do get another heal. So David, you were asking earlier. I did add a second Gravehold heal. So and then we use our second charge, gain a charge back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have just enough to put out a bridge. And we have to discard 2 bridges. This, because I didn't fire it off. So I'm actually at 2. I need 4 though. Doesn't really matter where I put that because I want to see that evolve card. So gain 1 pulse token for this. I'm at 3. I couldn't be at 4. Oh, if I was at 4, I could add a second bridge. I mean, I know this is my turn, so I'm not worried about another bridge going away right now. I can have her just add a bridge on the next turn, I guess. All right, so we add a bridge. She's going to move these 2 bridges to get rid of this. Read E61. E61. The air is full of energy, both your attacks and the power Brama is using to keep Deathmind at bay. She is able to direct that energy into one large burst, giving you an immediate advantage. The player who discarded Brahma's Torment gains a card that costs 5 or less from any supply pile and does not take damage. Yeah. Hang on, this is still my turn, so I haven't discarded yet, have I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I haven't discarded yet. Oh, this had to fire off. Sorry, because this isn't opened. Yeah. All right. Do not read any more cards. Now we discard. All right. That wasn't too bad. I would have preferred other things to happen, like, you know, place back out 5 bridges, or, you know, reset all the bridge, put all 6 bridges back out. Would have been much more helpful. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5. We got to put another bridge out. Yeah. And we'll do the. Oh, I can't play this right now. So we do gain 1 there. So we actually we're going to put out 2 bridges. Put out 2 bridges. All right. Do I want to come through the 6? Let's go down here so we can get this and start culling those corrupted cards out of her deck. So we'll go there and there. All right. 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We know my shuffling. Nemesis is going to be on top. We know my shuffling. Luckily, there's nothing out here in the row, though, to bother us. But we know my shuffling. Nemesis is going to be on top. Now, we are currently at level 2 stuff. Told you. Told you. Unleash twice. Beowulf suffers 3 damage. Good thing I healed. Again, I'm going to say I can only unleash once because that gets rid of the sever token. And then we do have to get rid of a bridge again. We can't unleash twice because there wasn't a way to unleash twice. Again, I'm playing it that way. If I'm wrong, then I basically probably would have just lost the game because I would lose these 2 other bridges. Or at least 1 more bridge. All right. So 3. And then 3. We'll go ahead and discard one of these. So that is 5. All right. 1, 2. Oh, dang it. Yeah, 1, 2, I'm going to discard this one. Do one more damage. And I have 2, but I can't use it to do a spell, so we will just get our 5th crystal. 1, 2. Oops. 3, 4, 5. All right. What do we got? All right. Problem is, I don't want to cast this because I don't have my bonus damage, so we're not going to cast. So we'll do this. Gain a charge. We are up to 6. Actually, I'm going to be able to cast anyways because I'm going to be able to attach and then use this to get the plus damage. So that works out great. All right, so we're going to discard this to do 1 more damage. And then we're going to 2, 4. So I only need 3. So I'm going to use this. Get rid of my pulse to do 3. To open this. We'll put that there. Then we'll gain 2 and 1. We're going to fire everything off. So we need 2, 3, plus 1. So 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. 1, 2. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. Just got rid of that. And then we do have 2 from this card, so that'll give us one back. And any player returns a spell in their discard pile to their hand. So we will return this one. Yeah, because I can prep 3 spells now. I should always be able to fire that off because I can prep 3 spells. All right. That works there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually, that was a good turn. That was a good turn. All right. Boel. So again, build some bridges. She is a bridge builder in this game. She's healing and bridge building. That is her entire purpose in this game right now. All right. So commune. So she still doesn't have. Oh, I forgot to open this, didn't I? On that previous card. Yes, I did. Forgot to open that. I need this 3rd one. I need a 3rd one open. All right. We'll go ahead and prep this. So that gives us another one. So we're up to 2 per turn now. So we're up to 2 per turn. 1, 2. What do I need to open this? I need 7 to open that. 2. I could have 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got to spin one of these so I can have 5. So I can put that bridge back. Yeah. Oh, Gravehold heals 1. I don't want to get too optimistic, but currently we're not losing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we gain 2. Puts us at 3. Gain 2 charges, silence a minion. There's no minion to silence, so that's okay. Cannot put her salvo out. We have 3, 4. Dang it, I need 5. Need 5. All right, well that's fine. 4. We're just gonna get her up so she can heal again. So we'll do 1 for this, and we'll use the other 2 for a chakra. Means she does take 2 damage. That puts her at 5. And I can't do anything with these. Yeah. So 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I really needed 2 of those in his deck to get her powered up faster. All right. And Nemesis. 2. Attack. If there are 3 or more bridges in play, discard a bridge token in play. Well, there are 3 or more. Cool. Otherwise, Gravehold suffers 6 damage. Okay. And we know how this shuffle's going to work. I'm joking, but like it's turned out that way almost every single time. How many times should I do this? I should put some on top, some on the bottom. Oh, for once. All right, don't want to fire that. It doesn't do much by itself. So we'll prep this one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that cannot be used for a spell. So what do I do with my 4? Well, this one can't be used for a spell. So we'll use these 2 to get to 2. We'll use these 2 to get... Or do I get this to get that junk out of my hand? Or I get another one of those to get her last one open. No, yeah, I probably should. So let's not do that. Let's go back to 1. Is there one that lets me gain a crystal? Where's the one that lets me gain a crystal? Oh, gain a charge, that one. Yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this because it gains me a charge, so it's not the worst. Because I was going to take 2 damage either way. So 6. We have 1 left. So we will discard that 1. Let's do 1 damage. Three, 4, 5. I need another one of these is really what I need. Probably that would have been the other option. Would have been take this because I would have discarded the 1 to do the 1 damage, and then I could have gotten this, so I could try to get that happening every single turn. Let's see where we at. Nemesis. Minion, here are humming drones. This minion can have any number of shields. This minion gains 1 shield token, and then Bow Elf is going to suffer damage equal to the number of tokens it has. Starts with 2 and 9 life. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That is just not. Oh, all right. So this happens. We lose another bridge. And the problem is, if I can't remove a bridge, Gravehold suffers 20 damage. And then this gains another shield. And she takes 3 damage. We're down to 2. Definitely need to get the healing on. The jailer. Immediate. This minion gains 1 shield token for each bridge in play. Well, yay, there's only 1 bridge in play. Persistent. The player with the lowest life suffers 2 damage. Yeah. That'll kill our little elf here. All right. Well, if you need to heal, so I think we're gonna have to fire. We're gonna have to fire off because I gotta get rid of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 spells to attach. Yeah, we're gonna fire these off. I do gain a pulse token with this card, so we're good. We're gonna fire both these off. Cast, deal 2 damage. I can lose 2 to do 3, but we're just gonna do the 2. So we're gonna get rid of. This one's going to do more damage than this one. But we get to go. We get to fully go, right? So it really doesn't matter what I attack. All right, he'll be able to finish this one off. Right? So we'll cast this. Get rid of one of these. We'll cast this to take 2 away from there. Yep. All right, so we gain 2 and a pulse token. We spend the 4 pulse tokens to get us a bridge again. And so 2, 3, 4, Q and U. Once returned during your main phase, you may place a relic you played this turn back into on the top of my deck. And I played nothing but gems. So 2, 3, 4. So we're going to use that to get 2 more. And we're going to use this to heal 3. Maybe, if I can find the 5. There we go. And Gravehold gains 2. So back up to 17. Yeah, that's it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. She goes again. All right. So we'll do this one to get rid of the shield. Deal 4 damage. Oh, that's overkill. But we know he gets to go. So do I have a relic that I want to bring back? No, all gems. Okay. So we will do the 4 here instead. 49. All right. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or silence a minion. We're going to silence that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, we need 5 for the bridge. I think we need to keep the healing up, so I'm going to use it to get 2. Probably not the best play. I'm going to use it to get 2. Yeah, if I had 5, I would have focused this once and then got 1. Didn't have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And there we go. So Metal Lad gets to go. This is silent, so I don't have to get rid of this now. So I'm going to do the 2 to get rid of this one. And then I'm going to have her discard a card. This one. So that way I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then I will have him discard a card so I can get rid of another shield. Guess I'll just discard this. And then prep. Yeah, this is going to be... maybe not. Let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Yeah, because then we can use the 2 for this. Because I was thinking, oh, well, if I have all 1s, right, yeah, fine, they'll take out the shields. But then I don't have a big attack after that shield's gone. And this isn't powered up yet. So I think that's better. That's a smarter play. All I can think of is 7 bridges, roads and bridges in Madison County. Well, that was Jeff Bridges. All right. 44. I've got it down to 44. I didn't think I was even going to get close to 44, but There haven't been a lot of minions that had come out, but I think the basic level 2s have a lot of minions that we haven't seen yet. All right. Of course. Of course. A horse is a horse. This should only be 3. I don't know why it's on 5. 2. Silence. Minion, caustic, persistent, unleash. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. 12 hit points. That's a lot. 12. All right, she gets to go. We got to build. We've only got 2 bridges, so we got to build a couple more bridges, I think. So we'll go ahead and attach this, which gives us one of these. So 2 plus a pulse token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to spend the pulse token to get 5. Gravehold gets to heal. We get to add a bridge back. Again, come down to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Yeah, so we're just pinging shields. 1 shield. Boop. 2. Boop. Right. Gain 1 charge. Focus for her. Gain 1 charge. Focus for her. Combo's working now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. Only need 3 for that. So we'll gain the 2 pulse tokens. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get this. That's what I've been aiming for. And we use the other 2 to get another. No, I only need 5, right? Yeah. So we'll discard this. Do another damage on you, and then that puts us at 5. Let's do this. Let's put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Yeah, that's almost a dead hand there because there's no spells in that grouping. Sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Bow off. We're not going to fire that off. Gain 1. Not going to fire that off. Gain another 1. 1, 2, 3. Or silence. Okay, so this silence. We're going to silence. We're going to have to. Dang, I'd be able to open that one. And then attach this one as well. Gain 2 charges. Dang it. I either spin the 3 here or I silence the other minion. This is going to unleash and only does 2 damage to Gravehold. I think I'm not going to silence him. I'm going to open this because now my healing will come in. I can actually heal now. I'm going to attach that to get us up to 3. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3. So that even still, that would actually be a nice firing range there too. 4, 5. Ooh, we got our big one, so I am going to have to fire one of those off to get this big one put out. All right, so we do 2 damage. Hang on. Hang on, is my spider here, or my beetle? Yes, my beetle is here. All right, so and we can get this up and fire it all off. So we're going to do that. So put my... Oh, I have nothing in my discard pile, so we don't want to play that one. Play these two. That one and that one. All right. Use our 2. Get this to 6. Fire it off with the 6. So this will do 3 damage. Oops, sorry, wrong order. There we go. This does 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage. This guy's silenced, so I guess I should go after this one. Yeah. Takes down to 2. And then... and returns... Yeah, so returns that from my discard pile. This does 3. Then this does a piddly little 2. Which probably would have been enough to take that one out, wouldn't it have been? Because it was what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it would have been enough to take that other one out. That's fine. It's silenced. I'm not worried about it. All right. Put those there now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Nemesis. So down to 1. Move the silence. Unleash. Lose our bridge. Go back to 3. 2 damage to Gravehold. And bring out a friend. No. Power to discard. Evolve. Unleash twice. The player with the lowest health suffers 3 damage. I still have not evolved this card. I've not needed, because whatever it does isn't enough for me to warrant evolving it. Because we're not usually dead at that point. Can't make this stuff up. So Beowulf suffers, it gains a shield. She suffers damage based on the number of shields. It's actually not too bad right now. It's only 4. 4. Unleash. Gravehold suffers 2. This goes down by 1. I might actually have to evolve that card now, because she's only at 3. And she would take... Or she's at 4 and that would take 2. I need to get this up. Annihilate, attack, unleash. Unleash twice. So I can only unleash once because I don't have enough power to unleash twice. Step back. The player with the most expensive card in hand discards 2 cards in hand. Then for each card that they have that is 2 or more, evolve. So I have a 3. She has a 5. She has to discard 2. Guess we're discarding this one. I need that. Oh no, I don't need the pulse token because I get plenty from my lineup here. Yeah, guess we'll discard both of those. And then she has none that are 2 or more, so it does not evolve. Not a fan of that. Okay. Alright, Bow Elf gets 1, 2. I need to fire one of these off. I'm going to gain 2. Right? Which would just keep me at 3. I was like, could I do the extra damage and get rid of that guy? But I can't. But he could discard to get rid of one. But I just do the 2, get rid of the shield. Yeah, do that. Get rid of the shield. And we'll attach that. Gain 2. And then we're going to spend 4. So it leaves us with 1. I went down this way and I still haven't bought one of those cards, have I? Because I've needed to use all of her stuff to do that. Looks like my internet is having fun right now. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that cleans itself up. Sorry if the internet's being laggy. I don't know why it's being laggy right now. All right. So she has 2 crystals. We'll go ahead and get this to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to evolve this to discard it. I can't have her take the 3 damage. All right. All right, here we go. Her turn again. So she gets 1, 2. I'm going to actually fire both of these off. So that'll get rid of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or silence a minion. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to silence that one. We'll use 2 to get us to 6. We're going to use it to heal 3. And then Gravehold gains 2. Oops. So 16. And then we use the 2 to put 1 more crystal back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what do we got? Boa or metal lad. So 2. So what do I need? 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have enough. As long as she has a spell to discard. She does. Although it's silent. I did this last time, remember? I was like, oh, if it's silenced, does it matter? And it doesn't. So we're going to not do that. I'm going to keep this one in play. So we will do 1, 2, 3. We'll do 3. We'll do something, but I'm not going to fire this one off because I want it full. Oh, but I do have 3 spells in hand. Do I have 4? No. So I don't even have enough to focus this one. Yeah, let's fire them both off. I'm still not going to have her discard. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. Now, what am I going to do here? I'm going to do 2, 3, 4, 5 on this turn as well. So this is at 7. So we'll do 2 here. And then we'll do the 3. Actually, no, I think I am going to have her discard. Yeah. So we'll do 5 here. So we're at 39. All right. All right. That. Use the 2 to start getting my crystals back. All right. Let's see. Nemesis. 2. Get rid of the silence. Brainwipe. If there are 4 or more bridges, there are not. Otherwise, any player suffers 5 damage. Ooh. That's okay. She's got her heal card, and that takes her down to 2. That was a 3. So we now have to really focus on him because now we're into the 3s. All right. Exactly what I'm going to do. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I say that's exactly what I'm going to do, but she's only going to take 1 damage from this one. Yeah, I'm doing all 5. 1, 2. See if we can get rid of it. It's either get rid of it or I need to survive the deck, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 4 more rounds, and then I still need to get rid of it. Yeah. So focus hers. Gain a charge. Should have both of those in my hand. Focus hers. Gain a charge. All right, so we have 2, 4, 5. All right, so we are going to build a bridge because I don't want something weird to come out and make me get rid of 2 bridges. But then we gain 2 pulse tokens. That puts us at 5. We're going to go ahead and spend 1 to put another bridge. We'll do this breach communion. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done like no deck thinning. All right. See if my streak of Nemesis coming out first holds true. 4 more rounds is about 9 damage a round you need to do. Yeah, well, again, it's one or the other, right? If I deck out, then I have to defeat anything that's still out here in the realm, and I don't know if that's going to equal the 34 or not. So we'll find out. We're going to go with whatever we got. All right, so gain 2 charges. Silence. Oop, I like that card. All right, so gain 1. If I have 3 or more, gain a life, so that heals me up to 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Where is the 3? There it is. Holy cow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this gives me 1. This gives me... That gives me 4, so that gives me another 1. Or no, I'm going to spend 1 to give me 5. I'm going to use 5 to build another bridge and hope we can get a couple more of these in her deck so she can just keep doing a bunch of salvos. You can't run off the deck because of Severed Link. I had to set away, but it doesn't seem that bad. Oh, you're right, because this never goes away and you have to have power cards gone too. Yeah. Okay, so I get it. All right. Thanks there, Dark, because I would have done exactly that. I would have just tried to hold out as long as I could. So yeah, we have to beat him. To discard 2 bridges in play. Oh, that's easy. We've just built a whole bunch of extra bridges. Power 2. All right. So. Oh, I forgot to discard this, didn't I? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Metal Lad, you have nothing prepped. That is not ideal. Let's remedy that. All right, so we have 3. 3 gets him another Warping Haze. Or do I spend it to get this up so I can do big fire, full fire off attack again? Yeah, I think I need to do my big attacks. So we're just going to use it to get another crystal. Another crystal. Charges and breaches at this point. Yep. Charges or breaches at this point. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, Yep. I rethought that, and I guess I'm on the same page as you now, Dark. Because yeah, getting more cards isn't going to help me. I need to just get more spells fired off at one time. So that works. 1, 2. All right, so I have my 3 spells for this, so we're good here. Unfortunately, this is not a double prep. So, and this is not going to help me there. So we'll go ahead and fire this off. That's 3. Yeah, 2, 3. That's 3. Go ahead and get rid of this. I know I'm going to do that anyways. So discard 2 bridges. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. This is only going to do 1 damage to her, so no big deal. I can discard a card. Oh, no, I can't. Can't. All right, so we're going to use this 2 to get us up to 5. Then that one, that one, that one. The chances of me getting a spell and 4 focus, that's the question. A spell and 4 focus so I can attach them all. Actually, I need 4. I need 6. A spell and 6 focus. Think I can do it? If you can't draw a card, it's either 2 or 3 unleash. Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, Kami, thanks for that subscription. Oh, discard. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Ooh. It's 3 unleash, so you lose a bridge every nemesis turn. Hey, there we go. Lose another bridge. Boop. All right. This gains 1, takes a damage. We're down to 2 life. Attack. Unleash twice. Boop. Any player destroys a card in hand. Evolve. Oh, I guess I've never gotten this card. Player destroys a card in hand. Probably going to be this. Yep. Evolve. Read E50. That's the first time that card's happened. It's been in there since before. So this is the deepest I guess I've either gotten in the deck or by random shuffle where we are. You fend off the attack with an ease that makes you uncomfortable. You wonder what the Nameless's goal was. You worry that you missed something, and you fear the knowledge gained. Banish Scatter. Do not read any more cards. I'll place 51. The discard pile. So now that is unleashed 3 times. Gravehold suffers 2 damage, and we destroy a card in hand. All right. Here we go. So she gains 2, so it puts her at 3. Put her big spell out. So silence a minion. Don't want you to be dealing with it anymore. I need this. I really do, but I need to put another bridge out. So we're going to gain the pulse token, and that's 2, 3. Gain a pulse token puts us at 4. We use it to build a bridge, and then she has 3. We'll use 2 for healing. All right. I want the silence first. Let's see if we make it through our deck a second time. Probably not likely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, she's fully loaded though, but I don't have any pulse tokens to get the additional damage. I need 4. Do I need the bridge? I'm going to lose 1 here, and who knows what a card's going to make me do. Question is, do I do that or do I keep so I can do the 5 damage? 5, 10, 14. I'm gonna risk it. Gonna risk it. We're gonna keep the 4. So that way I can fire all this off, and that does 14 damage. All right. All right. This is a big swing, but I prefer it. I prefer it to have the +1 damage. There's no way for me to increase my crystals. Oh no, but then I get to fire it off. Yeah, I get to fire it off. So during my turn. So no, we're not going to fire it off. We are going to play this, gain 1 charge, puts us at 6. We're going to fire these off. So this is going to do 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This one's going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. This one's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 19. Down to 19. All right. And then focus hers. We play that one. Gives us 1 charge again. Oh, and I get to get a card from my discard pile back into my hand. So this does 2 with 2 prep. So this does 3. This is my best card. Yeah, that's my best card. Gain a charge. To open her 4. Her 4 does +1 damage now. All right. Attach, attach, attach. All right. How goes the play? Better than I thought. I don't know why. Either I'm figuring things out, or I don't know. This puzzle's better than the other puzzles, Derek. No clue. No clue why. Like right now, I'm down to 19 and 16. Speak of the devil. All right, we are losing one of our bridges. We are running low on bridges. Get rid of the silence. I think I've done a good job of getting silences too. I think that's helped me a lot. Yay! The ogre is back. One, 2, 3. Come here. I need 4 of you. See, this is just an annoyance, really, if you think about it. The cards with a bunch of shields are just there to annoy you. Gravehold suffers damage to the number of shield tokens this has if the minion has 2 or less shield tokens evolve. So it's fine because I'm kind of going after the boss now anyways. I got this. We'll see. We'll see. Dice Tower 2027. Derek, you got to come down and then you got to teach me how to play properly. Oh, they just announced unfortunately it's a July 4th weekend. So that's kind of a weird, like in my opinion, that was a weird time to do the Dice Tower East, but maybe it's the cheapest time to get the to book something. Nightmare Persistent. Discard a bridge token adjacent to the first pile in the top row of the supply, or any player suffers 4 damage. I guess we're going to be suffering 4 damage. 17. Oh, I don't even have a die that does 17. Where's my D20? Holy cow. Like, that's the first time I pulled out the D20. July 4th would be tough. Yeah. I've been telling you and Steve, right? It's like, oh yeah, we could go do that. But it's like, July 4th weekend seems just doesn't seem right. Now, again, I guess you could leave before the last day, right? You just leave on July 3rd, I guess. All right. What can she do? All right, she's got everything. So she's got what I said she needed to do. So she's going to do 2. She's going to do 5, 10, 14. She's doing 14 damage. Look at her come out of nowhere with a blast. She came out of nowhere with a 14. It's good I changed my mind and said, okay, we're not doing the bridge. Because she should be able to add a bridge now. All right, so it gets her 1 pulse token again. 2, 3, 4. Oh, she can't. She's 1 short. He's one short. So you can silence a minion, though. So I guess we're going to silence the minion so he doesn't do anything. I'll deal with the rest of them. So she has 2. Let's see if we can get this beefed up, maybe in case we need another heal. That was a big fire off. I like that. That made me happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is he Steving the game? You already added the ogre. Put that back. Oh, dang it. This one? I drew it twice. Put that back. Okay. So then we're going to silence this one. It doesn't really matter which one I silence now, does it? All right, so we'll hang on to that. We're going to need that. we're going to need that. Well, it's the interacting with chat. Like I look up, I read something, come back, and I forget what step I was in sometimes. That's why I need you guys in the chat during all my streams to make sure that I'm not Steving the game, as Derek calls it. Ooh, that's game. That's game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ba, 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 ba. Wow. I don't know how many. Yeah, I drew 2 or 3. I don't know. I drew too many. Either way. Oh, I'm amazed I beat that. Holy cow. Like, again, I watched Rob's gaming table and he went through it and they lost. I think they lost both times. And all the people in his chat said the same thing, that they lost. I'm like, how is this possible? But I think I got to give a big shout out to Dark, because he's like, he kind of gave me a little advice and like, get this to build bridges, use all of her stuff to build bridges. So like most of the time I had a lot of bridges, right? So it didn't hurt me as much. I may have cheated on this die twice. So that may be a technical, it may be a win with an Astro, because I think this might have been gone, but I would have spent another turn to add the bridge instead of doing 1 fire. So I think I still would have had it in the end. But open envelope. No, we already did that. Read the front of L40 after your first game. Okay. If you lost your first game, be sure to follow the losing rules. No. You won your first game, read the back of this card. Whoop. Together, you and your fellow breach mages have gained the upper hand against Deathmind. You can see the Brama in your mind's eye glowing with a soft yellow light, filling you with hope. As you advance on this creature, you feel the cloud leave your memories. Deathmind shrieks, panicked as your face overwhelms it, destroying its mind from the inside, leaving nothing but an empty shell. As Brama closes the breach, you watch for the interference from Xaxos. When the breach is closed, you collect the ore needed for Malastar's new equipment. Read the back of L41. It takes some time to transport the ore back to New Gravehold, and even more for Malastar to imbue the equipment with the ore's raw power. While Malastar works, the threat of Maelstrom's return becomes imminent. It has pushed its way out of the rubble and now moves towards your camp, ready to crush your settlement, just as it did with Gravehold. Hopefully the abilities and powers you've gained during your time on the surface have prepared you for this final conflict. You know you have done everything you could to prepare for this last battle, but you are full of doubt. You can only hope you are ready. Read the front of L42. Open Insight 12. Now here's going to be the question. Is it going to be correct? We've had bad luck with this reset pack. Actually, we've had good luck. It was what, 8 and 9? Insight 8 and 9 were backwards. All right. Gracias, mis amigos. All right. So, choose a second equipment, place it on your board. All right, so what do we got for equipment? Once per turn, when you focus or open a breach, deal 2 damage. Okay. She can be opening all kinds of breaches. That actually would probably be pretty good because we're going to constantly focus. I think that's probably good for her, unless there's a healing one that might help us better. Once per turn during your main phase, when you gain a spell, you may place the card into an ally's hand. Okay, this allows her to buy cards and give them to me. The maximum life is increased by 5 at the start of the game, gain 5 life. So that would give her 15, and she's the one taking all the damage. Once per turn during your main phase, you may discard a card in your hand if you do silence a minion. Ooh. When you destroy a card, gain a charge. I'm not destroying enough cards. Once per turn during your main phase, you may lose 2 pulse. If you do, return a card to your discard. Sparks you cast deal 1 additional damage. Once per turn, when you cast a spell that deals 5 or more total damage, gain 2 charges. So his one card does that, right? Every single time it does that. And that'll get his charges up quicker where I can cast everything at once. The silence is nice, but because I'm having her buy these 2 cards, it almost isn't needed. I think I'm going to do the one when she focuses, because that's the goal over here, is just keep focusing, which means she's just basically going to do... She's going to have like a dot damage. All right, I need a name for her dot damage. And then here I do think I want to do the 5 or more. All right. So, there we go. So, we need names. First power for her, last power for him. No, last for both. Oh, first for him, yeah. So, Dottie. All right. Dottie. And then for the one per turn, Overslam. I'm going with Overslam. Because it's going to combo with his slam ability. There we go. Choose a name, write it on the equipment, read the back of this card. Reveal the rest of 4, which we knew was going to happen. Nope. 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 Where's 4? There we go. There we go. All right, so our new stuff. We have a new gem. Finish all Nemesis cards, Deathmind, bridge tokens, blah, 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 blah. Right, so we have a new relic. We have a new spell, and we have another new spell. All right. So, what do I want? All right, so gain 1, gain 2 pulse tokens. Till the end of your turn, you may lose 1 pulse token to gain 1 any number of times. So you can keep adding 1 based on your pulse tokens. No, I don't know. I don't like 6 cost cards. I really don't like high cost cards. And speaking of, 8 cost card. Prophetic Lens, gain 1 charge. Reveal the top card of your deck, you may destroy it. If you don't, gain 1. So instead of the silence minion, or instead of this, which I've stopped buying, I like this. This helps me get her focused and gets her upgraded. Sparking Siphon. When you gain this, gain 2 pulse tokens. Cast. Deal 2 damage. You may lose 1 pulse token. If you do, any player gains... Ooh, and it's healing. Ooh, it does healing too. I like that one. So. I like this one. I actually like this. I like these. I like all 3 of these cards. This one I just added last time, just so she'd have a cheap card to buy. I think I'm going to do this as her cheap card because she can use it for healing. And she gains pulse when she recruits it. So we're going to take this one out. I don't think I'm going to do the Thunder at those. He never gets 8. And she very seldomly, I don't think I've ever gotten her to 8. The Dottie goggles and the Overslam belt. Googles? Goggles. The Dottie goggles and the Overslam belt. Slam! Oh, giving it... Okay, it's because it's called their equipment. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right. Because it's equipment. Healing charge. Oh, so this should be a healing charge bow. Ah, their equipment. There you go. Yeah, plus the sticker. Am I missing a sticker? Oh, okay. Got it. It was a sticker. There were stickers. That's why you're calling them goggles. And then his belt. Ah, there you go. That's what Dark's talking about. Okay, I missed this. I completely missed him. There we go. That makes more sense. We're upgrading our characters. All right, Thunderous Oath I'm not going to do because that's just too expensive. I did like this one, though. So I think I'm going to do that instead of this because I've not been buying it lately. I think that's what we're going with. That's what we're going with at our next stream. So, nice game. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. We'll see. We'll see if chapter 7 and 8 go my way. So that is it for this one. Tonight I will be doing some painting. If people just want to come out and chat and watch me paint, maybe if you got games to paint, it's a good thing to do. Paint in the background while I paint. It will be some Marvel Zombies minis. So hopefully I can get that painted. We'll play Marvel Zombies next week. One of the tutorials. And then we have Marvel United next week. I don't know who I'm going to play against. Probably maybe the Daredevil, since I did just paint the Daredevil and Elektra. I might do them against Bullseye. I will be doing I'll be doing 7 and 8 at some point next week as well. I'll just sprinkle it in there. Monday night I'm doing a Kickstarter game, Earthborn, I think it is, Earthborn or something born. So I'll be doing that, and then don't know what I'll be doing Wednesday night. Don't know. You guys want to know? You guys want to come out and watch and stream and chat in the chat? Just, of course, subscribe to the channel. Of course, thumbs up this video. Let other people know that you want to do it. Did you miss a sticker for the character from the previous chapter? No, that was his flaming head, and then she's got a healing bow. She's got actually, technically, it's a healing arrow, but either way. But yeah, if you want to watch the other Legacies ends, just hit the remind me when I schedule those streams. Usually I schedule my weekly streams on Sundays, so you should get notifications around Sunday or see them by Sunday. If you want to do the most important thing, David did it in the chat right there. Extra Life Charities, every dollar helps. Even if you donate $1, greatly appreciated. If you want to maybe pick up some games that we are culling for charity, big old list up on Board Game Geek, always adding more games as I play them and just cull them out of our collection. Because again, a lot of the games I bought was just to play on the channel for content. And of course, this game will be going up for culling for charity. I will reset the stickers to the best of my ability. Some things, of course, you would have to determine and decide if you'd want to do. But yeah, you'd be able to do a 2-player playthrough of this once I reset. Either way, guys, I appreciate it. Got to go get some lunch and get back to work. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, this is definitely not a lunchtime game. Either way, guys, until next time, peace.